In this video, we're going to talk about the argument and parameter and how to use it in function. So by the argument we mean, and before that, let's create a function. And again, we're going to name it void. And we're going to name it numbers or get numbers. I'm going to say, okay, get number. And now I created a function. And let's put some statements inside. So we're gonna say cout, or first let's create an integer x, and we're gonna cout x. So we're gonna just give a value for 3 maybe, and then we're gonna put return. You don't have to put the return, but it's up to you if you want to put it or not. So in the previous video I put it in a return, and this one I'm not gonna put. We are not needed right now, but in other examples we're gonna need it if we don't using the void. So I created an integer and it's gonna be printing the x for me. And and let's end the line. So now if I call the function get number, it's just gonna print the x for me, but so let's see it. As you guys see, x equals 3. But now let's talk about the parameter. Let's suppose I have not specified this value over here, and I just did say print some. Even I have not specified this. So what's we gonna say? Okay, get number, and I'm gonna pass a value to our function. So I will create and maybe an integer, name it x or name it a, and then ask or give value for a. So let's give a value for it, 3 maybe. So what I will do over here, I'm gonna pass this variable to our function. So when you passing it over here, when you calling the function and you pass it over here, this a now it's called argument. I passed the variable as argument to this function. And when you're defining the function over here, this a is gonna call parameter. So and the way to write the parameter, okay, you're gonna say the type of the parameter. So it's in this one, it's integer. We're gonna say integer, and you name it, give name for it. You could name it x, g, a, or anything. So I will in this one I will name it a. It's up to you. It doesn't have to be this. It's exactly like this one. You can name it as the way you want it, but I usually name it similar to this one, so it will be less confusing. So yeah, now this is called parameter, this is called argument. When we calling the function and we pass an variable, that's called an argument. But when we are defining the function, then this is called parameter. So basically what we did over here, we're gonna say, okay, call this function and pass a for it, which is 3. So it's gonna call this function and gonna pass a, and we're gonna say, okay, print x equals, or we name it a, or just number, and put it over here. So what's gonna happen over here, it's gonna say the number is the a that you passed for me, 3. So if I change the value over here, now the output will be different according to that. And I could have named this x. It's up to you to name it whatever you want. So it doesn't matter. As you guys see, it says number 5. And I could also have passed another variable also. So I say a and b. So I pass now 2 arguments. And over here, when you're defining it, you put the comma over here, and you must also specify the other one, which is integer. You can't write it this way. This is an error. You can't say integer x and this one is also integer. No, you have to write it So this way. And now I have two parameters for this function, and I will say first number x and is y. So let's run it and see what it says. It's gonna say first number 5, which is A, and the second is 4, which is B. So this is the argument, and this is the parameter. This is very useful. We're gonna use it a lot. So thank you for watching.